The only thing that can preempt Selection Sunday and March Madness, the return of White Jesus, Jesus and Cleese. That's right, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. is returning to the National Football League. Now the question is, will he be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, or will he join another team and try to lead them to a Super Bowl? We break down the 60-18 March Madness bracket, give you our Final Four predictions, look at some matchups and some bold predictions, and what we think will happen in the next coming weeks as we head to New Orleans for the Final Four and the National Championship. It's the Flex Zone, the only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. We're back here live, and we'll be coming to you, breaking it down. The only place giving it to you first, no other creators on YouTube, on Facebook, are coming to you live right now, breaking down that March Madness bracket and giving you the breaking news of Tom Brady. Again, if you're joining us, hit that like button, share, subscribe, and get ready for a fun-filled show as I got the Flex Zone family with me as we get ready to get started here on this Sunday night. Just like that, we are back. More exciting than filling out your bracket and losing those hard-earned dollars. It's the Flex Zone live on a Sunday night here on YouTube, here on Facebook, as we break down the NCAA March Madness bracket. But first, there's only one way to preempt it, and it's White Jesus in sandals himself, Tom Brady. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's unretiring just a few weeks after retiring, thinking he was done. But he is back yet again. And Tom Brady saying, F those kids, as he's back in the National Football League. And we're here to talk about it all and break it down. And I got a star-studded cast. You know the names, but they're back yet again. He's back. He's below me, but he's right next to me. Your friendly neighborhood cousin D, Sport Net representative. He's back from Xfinity Center, pimping those students better than NCAA. What's up, D?
Well, you know, Byron, I was having a good work vacation. And then this news about 20 minutes ago came. Shout out to our man Brian Waters. I seen it on his Instagram. I said, let me see how real it is. And my phone just started blowing up with the updates. I'm tired of Tom Brady. Screw you. Stay home. Stay retired, man. Make up your mind, you old bastard. Make up your 199 mind. You need to stay retired. And you taking this away from the college kids today. Your Michigan Wolverines is in the tournament, and you taking away from them. Screw you, Tom. Screw you. And I hope you be put on your back. Not permanently. We don't want that. We're not wishing injury. But you need to retire. You old bag of bones. You need to leave. Leave us alone. Go on retirement. Be happy. You got a model wife. You got nice kids. Be happy and go home. Sit in the house in the rocking chair. Nothing wrong with that. Go home.
Let the people know how to keep up with you, D.
Yes, Sport Network on YouTube. We are at 1,700 subscribers strong. We thank you all for that so much. All the fans out there, appreciate you. Check me out on all social medias, Sport Network, and on the Twitter at Sport Network.
This next man, speaking of sitting in a chair, he's getting that good old hydro massage, baby. And he's got his feet kicked up. Right there, he's looking good, baby. He just talked to Tom and everything's a go, baby. It's your friendly neighborhood Uncle Raj. our social media producer himself. What's up, Unc?
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Uncle Raj in the building here at Planet Fitness, this wonderful facility. Just chilling and about to do this wonderful show. My goodness, man. We were just sitting here for 10 minutes, and my God, the greatest quarterback of all time, Thomas
God.
Edward Patrick Brady Jr. is coming back to football, baby. Coming back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a wonderful day this is, man. I did not want him to retire last season. I thought he had at least one more good year left in him, and he's going to exercise that right to go out there and finish his career the correct way. And also, if you're a Baltimore Raven fan, you'll be able to see the great Tom Brady and Tampa Bay. So if you want to go down there and plan your trip, it's going to be a beautiful thing. So, I mean, Tom Brady is, like I said before, man. I'm so glad he's coming back. I don't think he deserved to go out the way he did. We finally get to celebrate him the correct way and give him that one more year that he deserves. So D, what you were saying earlier is a bunch of malarkey as usual. Over there
He
hating,
deserves a
over
year,
there
all right. He
being
deserves a
goofy.
year
You need to
home.
stop with the nonsense, stop with the
I ain't stopping.
goofiness, and just come and face reality, brother. That Tom Brady is coming back. He should have never retired in the first place. Giselle probably made him do it, but no, Giselle, you don't get your way. You do not
Get,
get your way. You'll get it
man
maybe
has
next
nothing
year.
else to
And
prove, huh?
and
There's nothing else
I
to
don't give
prove.
a damn. He still has the talent to go out there and play football. So I want to see him play it till he can't play it no more like Peyton Manning did.
Look, look,
I
look.
want to see that.
Play
So
him
it
on
is what it
Madden.
is.
You can play
So
him
you
all.
be
You play him
respectful
forever
over
on
there,
Madden.
D. You be respectful.
Well, before we get back into that, if you're just joining us, if you're just tuning in, make sure you like this page, subscribe, hit
Yes,
that bell
please.
for all notification. The breaking news again, if you have not heard, Tom Brady, he's unretiring, as you heard D and Raj going back and forth. We love the banter. It's been a while since we heard you guys go back and forth. So D, I'm gonna start with you. I was with you. I didn't think he was coming back. I thought it was done. I closed the book, but like Raj said, he didn't want to end that way, and he deserved a better ending. But I said it in the open. Does he go back to Tampa? Will he be a Buccaneer, or is there a situation when he goes home to San Francisco? We know they needed a quarterback for a year. We don't know if Trey Lance is ready. It looks like Jimmy G's on his way out. D, what are your thoughts, and what do you think happens with Tom Brady?
I think it's simple, guys. He looked at the NFC. Russell Wilson just got traded to Denver. He said, "Holy smokes, this is a sorry conference here. I can have my way with these sorry bastards in the NFC. My own division has no quarterback that's worth a goddamn in it. I'm gonna have my way. I can at least, at worst, get to the divisional game. At worst, get to the divisional round like I did last year." So he probably talked to Gasol, please, baby, forget, give me one more chance. Give me one more year out there. I want to play. Because this NFC is sorry. The only quarterback I really got to deal with is the dude from Arizona, and he don't get it done all the time. I ain't worried about none of these jokers. They all stink. They all in the AFC now. Yes, and that's why he went unretired and he came back. He could have waited till tomorrow. This is March Madness night. It's the college kids' night. The selfish bastard that he is. But enough being said, he's going to be back. They're going to at least make the divisional round because the NFC as a whole stinks right now. Let's just call it what it is. It stinks. They don't have the quarterbacks, and it is what it is.
Raj, I know you're smiling ear to ear, baby. You're giving that good Magic Johnson smile, just like in that HBO Max documentary. Make sure
God,
you check out Showtime, baby, because the
listen,
Lakers
listen.
are terrible. We'll get to that later. But Raj, just let the people know how excited you are. You knew he was coming. You said he was coming back.
I told you, Brian. I said he didn't. I didn't think he was going to retire. I thought he was just going to probably take a year off and come back the year after that. But I mean, it's noticeable, man. He if he retired, it would have been like, well, Tom still was at the top of his game. He was an MVP candidate last year. He should have probably won the MVP, honestly. And I mean, there was no point in him just leaving like that. He still has to. I mean, D says he has nothing to play for. He has everything to play for. He wants to extend. He wants to extend the pass yardage record that he has. He wants to try to win his eighth championship. I mean, he has a lot to look forward to, even though he's about to be 45 years old. He's still one of the baddest dudes in the game. and a lot of people still want to play with him. So I think it's a good thing that Tom Brady is coming back because he has a lot to prove, in my opinion. And I mean, and the biggest thing is father time. He's proven that father time don't mean anything. I mean, I mean, 45 years old and still playing the way he plays is unbelievable. So please, Tom, I'm glad that you came back. Like I said before earlier, I'm glad that you're gonna be able to show that you still have something left. I hope that your squad comes back. I hope that all not everybody, but most of your squad comes back. I want to see what he. I want to see what he. I want to see what he's able to do in this division. Now that it's going to be a little bit softer, as D said, since Russell Wilson has left, and a couple other pieces are going to be moved around. It's going to be very, very interesting, and I'm so glad that Tom is back. So glad.
D, D, I think I agree with you. I even said this before Brady came back. I said when Aaron Rodgers came back, I said Aaron Rodgers, he got an easy path. I mean, like you said, we don't know what's going to happen in Arizona. We don't know what's
Yeah.
going to happen in San Francisco. The Rams. I mean, when was the last time we seen the team go back to back? It was Brady. Shout out to Derek for
Yeah.
tuning in. I mean, he can literally, like you said, with that weak division, they bought back Chris Godwin. They still got Mike Evans. You know, Gronk is going to come back
Yep.
with him because that's his best buddy for life. I mean, D. You like Rod said, he just gonna add to the records, man. It ain't nothing else to prove, but he's gonna keep adding to those records.
It's nothing else for Brady to prove, man. He will be no worse than the second greatest quarterback of all time in most people's eyes. No worse than second. Most people give him one. I give him second. Some people like me give him second, but he's no worse than top two all time. Period. There's nothing else for him to prove. It's only going down from here. And when you go down, sometimes it don't look good. I don't want Tom Brady to be on his back. I don't want him to be like Big E in the WWE, having the neck brace on his back. I don't want that for my man. I don't want that for Tom. I don't want that. So please, Tom, reconsider, stay home. Hey, look, Fox got an opening now, top commentator. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, and he went to ESPN, took the money. Come on, boy, be a commentator, man. Do the best game of the week. Fox got two of the next three Super Bowls. You want to be at the Super Bowl, you can be there commentating, man. Nothing wrong with
Raj, I mean, not to put you on the spot, but I think you all in. You think they're gonna go back to the Super Bowl, don't you?
Of course, he's gonna go back
that.
to the
Oh,
Super Bowl.
God,
Who else
no.
is going to go?
God,
Who else is
no.
going in the NFC? I
Hey,
mean,
look,
come on, Seattle.
Green
No,
Bay got
they're
a
not.
shot
Green
finally.
Bay. No, Green Bay's not
They
going
got a
nowhere,
shot.
man.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is taking all the money up, so they're not going anywhere.
Well, look,
So I
his
mean,
homeboy coming back with him. They'll be all
I
right.
mean, the Rams is not going to be the same team they was last year. I don't. I
They're
think they
not.
lose a lot of pieces in free agency, and I think that Tampa Bay is going to be the number one squad. Coming back for the crown. So, I mean, come on. As long as Tom is Tom, they're going to be in there. They're
Well,
going to be
Father Time's undefeated.
one
Tom
of
ain't
the top two
nothing.
teams. Father Time ain't coming next year, D. It ain't coming this year.
Oh, he
Tom
might
still got
come.
something to prove, and he still got something
Not,
left.
not on the door. He not on the door.
Well, I wanted to touch on one more NFL topic before we get to the NCAA real quick, because since that domino has fell, free agency is set to begin this coming week. There's another quarterback who was recently acquitted of his charges, one by the name of Deshaun Watson, fellas. And as I pull up his graphic here, what are your thoughts now that we know Tom Brady looks like he's going to go back to Tampa? And it looks like we're going to get obviously Russell Wilson in Denver, and of course Aaron Rodgers returning back to Green Bay. We don't know what's going to happen with Jimmy G. What are your thoughts, fellas, on Deshaun Watson and the latest with him as we talk about these quarterbacks? Free agency starting, D.
I want to say, first of all, the Washington Commandos are a bunch of fools. They shot their wad too early. They went and got Carson the Commando, got pimped by the coach, and now Russell Wilson was out there. He got traded. Now Deshaun Watson got cleared. He on the deadline. He on the line now to get traded. So they shot their wad too early, and they're gonna get screwed again like they always do. But with that being said, with Deshaun Watson, I think he is moving. Houston ain't keeping him. Houston's in the rebuild mode, clearly. They really don't know what they want to do. Carolina, be a perfect fit because he played college at Clemson. Be a perfect fit for him. I hate to say the AFC, but if Pittsburgh don't get homeboy from Pittsburgh, which I don't think they will,
Kenny Pickett,
they might be
yeah.
coming to the AFC North or Cleveland. Look, Cleveland's unloading some people, man. Word on the street is that Blake Faker Mayfield might be on the street too, man. So you never know. But Deshaun Watson will be sought out for the highest bidder, and the teams got the access. You know one thing, Houston should get broke off well.
Yeah, I could see at least if Russell Wilson got 2 1s, he gonna get at least probably three, maybe
Yeah.
because he's younger. He's very young, still in his prime. Raj, you want to see Deshaun Watson get out of Houston? I'm sure. Where you want to see him go?
Well, first of all, let me say what's going on, Miss Queen. Yes, we
Yes,
talked
we
about
just
Tom
talked
Brady
about it.
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah, we just talked about that bastard Tom Brady.
Yeah, but he's not a
That's quick.
bastard. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever
He's
play
a
the
bad
game.
starter.
But I'm gonna say this about Mr. Watson, man. Um, shame on Houston, man. Shame on Houston, man. I think they sabotaged his brother. I think they had a hand in this nonsense that was going on with him last year, just because he wanted to leave them, and now that he's not going to be, criminally charged for all this foolishness that's been going on, I'm so happy for him, and I'm glad he's going to be able to, resume his career. Now, with that said, I am very, very afraid of where he's going to go. Um, if he comes to the AFC North, Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
The
Lord have
Browns
mercy.
is a candidate to get him. I believe the Steelers might be a candidate to get him as well. I do not want to see him in our division. Our division is
No.
already loaded as is. But I mean, there's plenty of teams that want his services. The Saints, I heard, is another candidate as well. The Carolina Panthers are looking at him. Plenty of teams are looking at Deshaun Watson. I'm so glad this nonsense is behind him. I'm so glad he's going to be able to move on with his career again, like I said, and hopefully, it this he hopefully he learns a lesson as well. Um, if you get a massage, you keep that to yourself, man. You keep
That's
the
right.
massages to yourself.
Or do
Keep
like you,
massages
Raj. Just stay in
low.
the chair. Just get the chair, man.
Yeah,
Don't
see,
get the
that's right.
Right.
physical
Get the
touch.
chair, get the
So, look, show
chair
the people, Raj.
massage.
Show the people, Raj. Show the
Get
people.
the
That's right.
chair
Show the people the
massage.
There you
chair.
go.
Get the
Get
chair massage.
keep little
There you
Deshaun
go.
away.
There you
Okay,
go.
little Deshaun, you
You
stay
get the
away.
chair massage. You do that. Don't let the ladies touch you. No, don't let them touch you because they're gonna do
Don't
some
let
other
little
things.
Deshaun touch them.
And that too, D. That too, D. So, like I
Please
said
do.
before, I'm so glad the brother is cleared and he's gonna be able to play next season. Hopefully he's not in our division, and hopefully he has a great season. So happy for Deshaun Watson.
Let us know your thoughts on Mr. Watson as he looks like he'll probably be traded sooner rather than later. But outside of Tom Brady, outside of Deshaun Watson and all the craziness in the National Football League we've seen this past week, it's Election Sunday. And we here
Yes,
at the Flex Zone are ready to break it down better than anybody
amazing.
else. And D, I'm gonna go to you first, man. I mean, we watch college basketball up here, but probably yourself, you probably break it down and watch it, both men and women, more than anybody on the panel, and we give you credit for that. So I just want to first of all get your initial thoughts on the bracket as I get ready to pull up the graphic. And what are you looking for most as we head towards Selection Sunday and with 68,000 teams now, all these playing games and all this extra goofiness? But your thoughts initially on the bracket and your thoughts.
In the year of college basketball, I've been down here Greenbelt, not only during the high school playoffs and finals, but checking out championship weekend. This might have been the biggest year for the conference tournaments because there's a lot of teams, a lot of the one seeds in these conference tournaments got beat very early. They got beat very early, and it kind of cost some of these teams the one seeds or even some two seeds. Let's talk about our good friend Coach K and Duke first. Duke got the lowest number two seed in the bracket, which is they're going up against the top one seed if they make the lead eight. Now, I don't think Duke gonna make the Elite Eight. I'm just be honest with y'all. I don't think they're gonna make it. I think when the lights shine the brightest, they puke the most. I mean, just the way it is right now. They lost to North Carolina at home, then they lost to Virginia Tech. Shout out to my good friend Mike Jones, got hired from DeMatha. Good friend of mine. He doing his
Shout
Mike
out
thing,
to Mike.
Jones.
Who?
doing his thing at Virginia
Mike
Tech. Bringing
Jones.
them local kids in there, something Maryland couldn't do. That's why Turgeon ass is on the street. But with that being said, I'm telling y'all right now, I like Gonzaga out the West region. I know we're going to break it down a little bit more, but I like Gonzaga. They're going to get it done out the West region. Very quickly, the East region, I think Baylor's in trouble. I do. Did not like the way Baylor looked coming into the end of the regular season. They lost their first round match. I think they lost to Oklahoma, I believe, in the Big 12 tournament. Definitely don't like it. I'm feeling Kentucky, man. I think Kentucky can get it done here. You know, when Kentucky usually under the radar, that's usually when they do their most damage. And they're under the radar this year. But watch out for St. Mary's, UCLA St. Mary's matchup. That winner could go to the Elite Eight if they meet in the second round. And very quick, the South region. I'm loving Arizona. Arizona looks good. Got to watch them last night, guys, against UCLA. They look like a legit player. They look like a legit Final Four team, but you can never count out for Nova. My man Jay Wright can never count out Jay Wright. And then last Midwest, I like Kansas, man. I don't Auburn's up and down, especially in the backcourt, man. You don't know what you're gonna get out of them. And if Kansas get on that roll, I like them. So overall, I think the first round matchups, you're gonna see some good ones. You're gonna see San Diego State against Creighton. You're gonna see Colorado State against Michigan, all in the first round. And I love it, man. The time of year, baby. I love it.
That's right. Hey, Raj, your thoughts on the bracket? I mean, anything? I know you love Coach K, so you want to go ahead tell him how much you love him, and let everybody know watching to like the video as well, because we got a lot of people tuning in.
That's right.
Well, I see a lot of people are tuning in. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. You know,
Your boy
subscribe
Sam, shout out to Sam.
podcast. What's going on, Sam? On YouTube, the Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Let me just say, Duke. I mean, they got a favorable matchup, so I mean that's a good thing. They lost yesterday. They lost the what was it again? What was it called again, Byron?
What? What? Puke? Who? Puke University?
No, not Puke.
Oh,
The
I'm sorry.
tournament.
Oh, the
They lost in the
tournament?
ACC
Yeah,
final.
lost
the
in the
ACC.
to Virginia Tech, to D's guy, D's boy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
This
D
boy Mike
doesn't.
Jones.
Well, D doesn't. He as long as they lose, he's just happy. That's all.
Hey, look. I know Mike Jones. I know the people down Virginia Tech. I'm happy for them. Very happy they made the tournament. They weren't gonna make the tournament. They didn't win last night. They won't.
But they got a favorable matchup coming up, so I think they should win that first game.
Yeah.
Sad to see that Maryland's not going to make it. Of course, they had a pretty average season, so they're not in
no
this.
local teams in there actually, man. On the men's
And
side.
that's it is what it is. North Carolina, I think, has a pretty good matchup as well against was it Marquette? Yep.
That should be a good first round matchup.
And also Michigan State versus what is it, Davidson?
I don't like Michigan State chance in that game.
I think Davidson's going to take him. I think Davidson's going to take him, man.
Really good.
Hey, Byron, this daggone bracket is small, man.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta try to get it a little bigger. So give me a second. I'm gonna get it for you. But I'm gonna enlarge it a little bit.
We can't see that good, man.
I got you. But I know you got those over 30 eyes, brother. I got you.
Yes.
Second. I got you.
Yeah. Well, we know you're not.
Good thing me. I got my phone in my desk.
Yes, sir. But let me go ahead and look at the first region. Obviously, with the East. Obviously, I think Gonzaga is the overall number one seed yet again. D, is Gonzaga going to get back to the national, at least the Final Four?
We're doing the West region, right? That's where Gonzaga is, right?
I'm sorry, West. Excuse me. Yep, let's do West. Gonzaga's number one. I put East first. It's West. Right.
I think so. I do think the second round matchup, Memphis is coming on real strong. I know they lost to Houston today in the AAC final, but Memphis is coming on real strong. Penny got them boys playing well. But I think Gonzaga's going to move on. I really like Gonzaga to get to the Elite Eight. They'll probably see Texas Tech. Texas Tech's a real talented team. They got to the Big 12 final. They're a very solid basketball team. I don't think Duke's going to get past Texas Tech in the Sweet 16.
That better for you, huh?
Yeah. Coach K got to go out to the West Coast. He ain't East. I think he get past Greenfield and down to Carolinas. He got to come out West. It ain't gonna be easy for old Coach K, you know. You know him. That time difference, his back might be hurting, Byron. All that stuff might be going on. You know, I mean,
he go ahead to get that massage chair like Raj.
Well, he might need to get a touch. You know what I'm saying? But I like this region because of the upsets that could happen. I think Davidson's going to beat Michigan State. I won't be shot at Rutgers. Notre Dame want to beat Alabama too, man. Alabama. This is not the Alabama team of a year ago. There's a little bit more consistent scoring. This team's a little bit more ironic. And watch out for Vermont. Took out UMBC pretty easily yesterday in the American East final. Vermont can score. Arkansas has been a good team, but they've had some follies and peaks throughout the year. That could be an upset looking at 13-4 matchup.
So D, who are your teams meeting in the Elite Eight in the West, and who makes it to the Final Four? Then I'll go to you next, Raj.
Gonzaga and Texas Tech. I like the Zags to make it to the Final Four.
Raj, are you believing the hype of Gonzaga? Or are you going down with the ship, baby?
Well,
I can't hear you, Raj. Speak
I
up.
don't know volume.
Oh, you can hear me? Can you hear me
Yep, I
now?
can hear you now. We can hear you
Yeah,
crystal
Okay,
there
I'm
you
clear.
go.
sorry.
Let us hear
I'm
that
sorry.
beautiful R&B voice, baby.
Yes. You got to hear this great deep voice. But anyway, I'm picking Gonzaga to win against Georgia State. I'm picking Memphis to beat Boise State. I'm uh, picking UConn to beat New Mexico. I'm picking Arkansas to beat Vermont. Of course, I'm picking Bama to beat Rutgers or Notre Dame, whichever one. I'm picking Texas Tech to beat Montana State. I'm picking Michigan State against I'm sorry. I'm picking Davidson against Michigan State, and I'm picking Duke, of course, baby, to beat Fullerton.
So who do you have it going to the Final Four out the West? You got Duke?
No, I don't have Duke. I don't have Duke
Really?
going.
Okay.
I'm a sucker, man. I'm going with Gonzaga again. I think they're gonna find a way this time.
I,
I do
D,
think Duke will win. I do think Duke will win their first game now. I think they go
I,
down the next game.
I do think, like D said, we get Texas
Wow.
Tech, Duke. I like Texas Tech over Duke, D, and I like
Yeah, I
I
do
like
too.
Texas Tech. I like Texas Tech over Gonzaga because Gonzaga they do this every year. I mean, until they do it, I know they got Chet Holmgren, who's probably gonna be a top 2 pick, top 3 pick. I mean, they got Timmy and a lot of guys from last year, but I like Texas Tech. I think it could be something special, and I think D, Raj, and Sam, I agree. Vermont could be a team to watch, and D, I agree with you. I think the winner of Rutgers Notre Dame could be in the Sweet 16.
It could be. It's a strong chance.
Let's move over to the south if there's nothing else to go over in the west since we're right there. Raj, I'll start with you. Um, I like Arizona a lot, but they always let me down, so I don't know if I'm put faith in them. But who you rolling with in the south, man?
I'm rolling with Arizona to beat Wright State or Bryant. I'm rolling with TCU to beat Seton Hall. I'm rolling with UAB to beat Illinois. Um, I'm rolling with Colorado State to beat Chattanooga. I'm rolling with
No, that's
Michigan to
not the
beat.
matchups, Raj. Look at a
Oh,
little
it's not.
closer. Nah, look at a little closer.
Close my eyes, man, my eyes. I need glasses like you, D. Uh,
You do.
scroll it over. There you go. There you go.
That better for you.
Scroll it up. Scroll it up a little bit.
That's better. Okay, I got you. I got you. Hold on 1 second.
There you go. So it's Arizona. Yeah, I already said that. So it's Seton Hall versus TCU. TCU. Houston versus UAB. UAB. Um, Illinois versus Chattanooga.
Cavante in the
Shut
building.
up, Cravante. Chattanooga. I'm picking Colorado State to beat Michigan. I'm picking Tennessee to beat Longwood. I'm picking Ohio State to beat Loyola Chicago. And I'm picking
Is
Villanova
Sister Jean coming back? D's
to
favorite old
beat
lady.
Delaware.
Your favorite old lady coming back? D, Sister
This
Jean, man.
bastard.
Your favorite old lady, man. I
Hey, look,
mean,
I think that old lady beating Ohio State, man. I ain't sold on Ohio State.
hey, tell Cravante that. Cravante in the chat checking in. D. So Raj, who you got coming out the South? Let me get your prediction for the South.
I got.
You got
I'm
Arizona,
picking
right?
you.
You still, oh, you still?
No.
Okay, okay.
I'm picking UAB. I'm picking UAB.
Yeah, you going? Okay, all right, okay.
Time out. You
You
said
going out
UAB
on the limb?
gonna come out the
D
South?
said
U,
UAB's going out the South. Yes.
he's
Oh
going out the
God,
south.
God,
UAB.
you taking some punch over there. But
And I'm not picking all ones this year. I ain't
That's,
doing that.
that's
No.
a great massage over there, D. What are your thoughts on the South?
that gotta be. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't think. I think this one time a five is gonna dominate the 12. Houston's really good, man. Houston's really good. Um, I like Loyola Chicago to take out Ohio State. Ohio State's injured. They've been low inconsistent. I actually seen them early this year play Akron of all teams, and they barely escaped Akron. Akron's in the tournament. They won the MAC. Villanova and Delaware should be interesting. Delaware don't got enough firepower though to beat Villanova. Um, I kind of like. I mean, and my man Chester ain't gonna like me saying that. I think Chattanooga might have a shot to beat Illinois, man. Illinois has not been efficient at times this year. They might be in deep trouble. But overall, I'm taking Arizona to beat Villanova in the Elite Eight. I think Arizona get to the Final Four. I think after that, that's where they'll lose. But this Arizona team's really been impressive this year. Really been impressive.
D, I wanted to not pick Arizona, but I mean, your soliloquy kind of sold me because I don't know who can beat them in this region. Now, if they get to
Right.
the Final Four, that's a whole different story. I mean, they kind of have. I don't want to say they have an easy road because anything can happen, but they got some very winnable games, and the way they've been playing this year and the Pac-12 with your boy Bill Walton. I think Arizona is going to get there too. I don't want to pick all one seeds either, but this may be one of them that I do choose. So I'm gonna go Arizona and the South. Let's go on down now to where we at with it. We can roll down. I guess go right on down to the Midwest, fellas, where
Mhm.
Kansas is the number one overall. And D, I'll start with you. I mean, Kansas is looking like they have a shot too. It's hard to really pick against them. Your thoughts? I'll let you break it down.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas has been playing really well. They've won the big. They have a share of the Big 12 title, and they won a Big 12 tournament. Auburn, the guard play has just been an issue. They got size, but the guard play been an issue. Wisconsin could make some noise in this division on the bottom end. And Iowa just winning the Big Ten conference tournament. I think they're going to do really well. Providence, I think, had a good regular season. I just don't know if they built for March Madness. South Dakota State hasn't lost in a while. I think they got 30 wins on the year, so that's going to be a tough game. Um, Creighton is San Diego State. Kind of like Creighton in that game. They've been battle tested this year in the Big East. Props out to the Mountain West too. They actually got 4 teams in the tournament. And that's pretty impressive for them. USC and Miami should be interesting. There's been a good football matchup about 15 years ago, but I like the Trojans take care of business. I wanted Andy to be the Maryland coach, Andy Belfield. It's not going to happen now. I'm a little sad about that. But and Iowa State's going to beat LSU. LSU just fired their coach because of all the restrictions and all the scandal stuff that came out on him. I just don't think LSU's focused right now on basketball, and you can't blame them. I like Iowa State in that game, but Kansas overall, they're gonna play. I think they're gonna play Wisconsin in the Elite Eight. Kansas, Wisconsin, Elite Eight. Kansas gonna win.
Go ahead.
I'm picking. Scroll up a little bit. Uh, there you go. Kansas, they're gonna beat Texas Southern or Texas A&M. One of them Texas teams is getting their ass whipped.
Corpus Christi.
San
Yeah.
Diego State. I think Creighton is gonna beat San Diego State. I'm picking Iowa against Richmond. Providence over South Dakota State. LSU definitely is gonna beat Iowa State. Wisconsin's beating Colgate. Colgate. Yeah, got white in your teeth. There you go.
Oh,
All
Lord.
right. USC is going to beat Miami. And Auburn's going to beat Jacksonville
All right.
State.
I got a quick story before Raj you pick your picks. Jacksonville State in their conference. I forget which conference they're in offhand, but they're the regular season champs. They didn't win their conference tournament. The team that won their conference tournament is in transition from Division Two to Division One, so they couldn't be in it. And then the team they lost to, even though they beat Jacksonville State in the regular season, couldn't go either. So that's a goofy situation there. I think they're in Atlantic Sun, I believe. Let me check that to be sure.
Go ahead, Raj, while he's looking that up. Who you got coming out the Midwest?
Kansas. I think Kansas is going to make the Final Four. I do think this number one team is going to definitely get there. But, I mean, we shall see. See, Cavante, got to get that Colgate to whiten your teeth, baby. That's what you got to do, get that Colgate to whiten your teeth. But, yes, I got Kansas coming out to making the Final Four. I think they beat San Diego State or Creighton. I think it's going to be a no-brainer.
I'm gonna go just to kind of. I think Jabari Smith Jr. is pretty good at Auburn. He looks like he could be a top 2 pick. Shout out to our good friend Chuck Charles Barkley. I think Auburn will make a run at the Final Four. I think they've They're battle tested. They got one of the best players in the country, and we've seen it year after year. When you got a superstar who could be in the NBA next year, he just can help will you to the Final Four. So I think Auburn, they play hard. Obviously, they'll defend, and I think they'll have a good run. They had a good run a couple years ago. Unfortunately, injuries probably did them in, but I think Auburn gets back to the Final Four. Um, any other thoughts on the Midwest before we move on, D?
Yeah, that was it's called the A Sun now, but it is the Atlantic Sun Conference. Used to be. So yeah, that's a little wacky there. But yeah, it ain't much else though. I can see Auburn making a run, but I just think guard play now more than ever means a whole lot in the tournament now. You gotta guard play and shooters, and Auburn's just been a little bit inconsistent in that area this year.
Let's go to the area, last region. It is the South. And let me go ahead. I'm sorry, it's the East, excuse me, which I started with last time. It's the East. Let's go ahead and look at the East here. Can you guys see that? Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can see
Okay,
it.
cool. Raj, I'll start with you. D doesn't believe in Bell. I don't know if I do either, but we shall see. But they get Norfolk State starting out.
I think this is where the upset comes into play. I think Norfolk State beats Baylor.
So you're going
I
with the
think
16 over the one.
went over the 16 over the one. Carolina beats Marquette. Wyoming or Indiana. I think St. Mary beats either one of those teams. UCLA is going to be Akron. I think Texas is going to lose to Virginia Tech. Purdue is going to beat Yale. Murray State will beat San Francisco. And I think Kentucky will beat St. Peter's. But yeah, I don't think Baylor's going to make it out the first round. It's just something just telling me we're gonna have an upset somewhere, Dre. And I think Baylor's gonna be that upset. So now you can say I'm tripping or whatever, but I don't see Baylor making it out the first round. But my final four, I'm going on the limb again. I think it's gonna be Carolina. I think Carolina makes the final four.
Uh,
I mean, I know they haven't made the final four in a very long time. They always find a
let me
way to
just
be cocky and get out. But I'm going with Carolina, man. I'm going down with the ship again. I'm going with Carolina. I think they write their past demons and they find a way to get to the final four.
Go ahead, D. Break down the
yeah,
East.
look, I got some kids in this bracket that I've covered. North Carolina's one of them. Marquette's another.
That's
Justin
right. They got
Lewis,
the kid from Poly. That's right. Yep.
yep, most improved player of the year in the Big East, and I think North Carolina will not have an answer for him. It's going to be a tough game for them. People laugh at you about Norfolk State. Norfolk State's won 24 games this year. They have had upsets in the past before in the NCAA tournament. It could happen. I don't think it will, but it could happen. I'm not going to fully dismiss it. I think Norfolk State got a puncher's chance against Baylor, at least in the first half. St. Mary's, I think they beat. I think Indiana beat Wyoming, and I think they beat Indiana. Akron's really good, man. UCLA has had a solid year as well, coming back from their Final Four run last year. I don't know if Virginia Tech got enough to beat Texas. I know they just went on this magical run in the ACC tournament. Texas is really good defensively, man, and Virginia Tech's going to play a really good game. I don't know if they can. Purdue and Yale's be interesting too, man. Yale can shoot. They don't have a lot of size traditionally. They got one kid I covered, Mez Benga. He's at Yale now, and he has done really well for himself there. Murray State's had a good year. I think San Francisco season will end there. And Kentucky and St. Peter's, I see Blowout City there, Kentucky rolling. Kentucky, I think, will make the Elite Eight. It'll be them and UCLA. And I like Kentucky, man. I think Kentucky has enough. It's the one year they've been flying a little bit under the radar, and they've been able to get the job done this year.
I agree, D. I like Kentucky and UCLA to meet. I do think Yale has a chance of the upset too, as well as what's that other matchup? I like Marquette as well to get to the Sweet 16. Yeah, Justin Lewis is. Whew. I mean, we knew he was good, D, but he's
Yeah,
he's getting NBA talk now.
yeah, and Dale Morcell as well, transferring from Maryland, has fit well there as well.
Yes, yes. So you got Kentucky. I mean, I'm gonna roll with you, D. I think Kentucky or USLA, but I'll go Kentucky because it's every time, like you say, Coach K excuse me, Coach Calipari is under the radar. He does pretty well. Shout out to Tiffany tuning in.
Shout out
Yes,
Tiffany.
thank you,
Shout out
thank
to
you,
her.
thank you
Thank
for
you, Tiffany,
Appreciate you.
tuning
tuning in.
in.
Yes. So Raj, real quick. Go
Byron.
ahead.
You know
Go
why
ahead,
I
D.
like Coach Calipari, my quick man, because he keeps it real. He keeps it
Oh, that,
real.
oh,
He
that,
say
oh,
he's
that's what it is.
helping the kids.
That's what.
He
Oh,
helping the
really?
kids. Yeah, he does keep it real. He helping them kids. He's making sure they get in the NBA. I love him. And guess what? I love when he bring the strippers in the room too when he did back in the UMass.
This guy right here. Don't listen to him. Don't
Oh,
listen to him,
shit.
audience. Don't listen to him.
Well, Raj, real quick, let the people know your final four again, and D, I'll let you go right after.
All right. Well, out of the West, I believe I picked not Gonz. Did I pick Gonzaga? No, I didn't pick Gonzaga. I picked God damn, I can't see it again, man.
Okay, hold on. I got you, brother. I got you. My bad. I was trying to let
You're
the
gonna have
people at home.
Conte cracking another eye joke
Yeah,
on you.
you're right. You're
I
right.
picked Davidson, I believe. Picked Davidson to
Is that
make it.
better? That better?
Yes, Davidson's
Okay,
coming out the West.
there you go.
And over to the South, I picked not I don't think I picked Arizona. I picked UAB. So I think UAB is coming out. It's gonna be Davidson, UAB, out the West and the South. And then you gotta scroll down. Gotta scroll down, Byron.
Got you.
Scroll down, baby. There you go. Use that beautiful mouse of yours. There you go. There you go. I
All
picked
right, baby.
Kansas.
World class production here on the Flex Zone.
I picked Kansas to come out the Midwest, and I picked North Carolina to come out the East. So those are my final four: North Carolina, Kansas, UAB, and Davidson.
Go ahead, D.
Shut up, Cravante.
Raj is trusting a dude in North Carolina. Leaky Black is his name. You're trusting Leaky Black to get
Yes,
the job
because his
done.
name is Leaky. That's why Leaky Black, and
Leaky
his
Black.
last name is Black. So you damn right.
That's all these names on North Carolina. Puff Johnson. I'm not kidding, by the way. Puff Johnson.
It could be Puff Daddy, you know.
Leaky Black and Puff Johnson.
It could be P.
And I like Hubert Davis, by the way. I met Hubert Davis in person. Very nice guy. Not yet for North Carolina. Not yet. Yeah, I think all mine is one seeds and twos and 1-2. So Kentucky. I got Kentucky against what's the Midwest one here? Kentucky against Kansas. That should be a good one. And Gonzaga against Arizona against hold on. Yeah, look at my thing like Kansas against Arizona. I like Kansas in that. And I like Gonzaga beating Kentucky. And then Gonzaga winning it all. I'm going down with the ship. I went down with them last year. Gonzaga is going to get it done this time. They're not undefeated. They don't got to worry about that. They're going to find a way. Go Gonzaga, man. They're going to find a way. Third time's the charm for my man, Coach V. Third time's the charm. They're going to get it done.
That's right, Cravante. We like your Wildcats.
You're going to find a way, huh?
I don't know.
Way,
yeah, they better. They better because we're getting damn tired of them every year letting us down.
Nah, I'm not picking them. I'm not.
Yeah, I know. We know you. I'm not either, but they do have an easy.
They always find a way to lose.
Yes. Any other thoughts? Let's see what Dre has to say. Yeah, that's what I said, Dre. I ain't picking Gonzaga.
Shut up, Dre. We know who you picking, Dre. So shut up. And he ain't getting it done.
Hey, I want him to get it done. I would love for him.
It ain't not what you want. It's about what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Dre, I'm going with Texas Tech out that region. I like Texas Tech. I think I picked. Yeah, Texas State. I picked Texas Tech. Yeah, I'm going with Texas.
I can't knock anybody pick Texas Tech, man. They get the job done.
Yes.
I just see Maryland bracket. They got to go to Spokane, so let me see who they got to play.
Yeah, D, real quick, let us know about the women's bracket or matchups real quick as they are doing the selection show now, right?
Yep. Kind of like they're doing both on the same night, man.
Yeah, I agree.
That's right, Dre. Duke, baby. Duke, baby.
I love puke.
Duke, baby.
Duke.
He loves his back hurting too. You need to get that massage here like that.
Duke. But as D does that, we're going to recap just a little bit. Tom Brady is unretiring. He is coming back to the NFL.
Okay.
If you haven't
we gotta
heard
talk about him.
If you haven't noticed, if you're living under a rock, the greatest quarterback of all time is coming back to the NFL. So yes, guys, yes, greatness is coming back. We have a real quarterback coming back to the NFL again. Tom Patrick Edward Brady Jr. is going to come back and bless us with more great football, especially for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go Tampa Bay, go!
Where's Jerron when you need him? By the way, shout out to
I know,
Jerron.
I'm doing his work for him. I'm
Are
doing
you
his
doing it
work
for
for
him?
him, but
You doing his work for him?
but yeah, you know how it goes, man. I mean,
So it
this
look like
is.
in the women's bracket now,
Oh, I'm sorry.
y'all.
Go ahead, D.
They're doing 68 teams now. They're
Oh,
actually seeing some
so
splits.
more beatdowns. So more beatdowns.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we're gonna see 68 teams in the women's tournament.
Get those paycheck schools. I ain't mad at you.
All the joy.
Somebody got to get spanked.
All the joy.
But who's
Mount
who's
St.
Maryland
Mary's is
playing?
one of them teams.
That's right.
Shouts out
Mount
to
St.
Mount
Mary's
St.
and
Mary's.
Maryland on what? The only two women's teams in the area in there?
I believe so. And St. Mary's playing in the first, in the play-in. You got playing
Oh
the play-in.
joy. Oh joy.
Oh, so Maryland's in the same region with Stanford. I can live with that. I can live with
Okay. Well,
that. That ain't too bad.
we broke it down here on the Flex Zone. I mean, any other thoughts, gentlemen, before we get ready to wrap this puppy up?
Oh yeah. Like I said before, subscribe to the Flex Zone podcast on YouTube.
See, Roger got the music ready for you, brother.
We're doing great things. I'm getting my massages here in this wonderful, wonderful chair from a wonderful organization. And we're going to keep doing big things. So we got Brittany coming on tomorrow. Used to be on the show with us years ago. Can't wait to chop it up with her and talk that great. I'm pretty sure she has a lot to say about Tom Brady as well. And of course, she's a huge Ravens fan. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting and a very great show. So like I said before, again, subscribe to that Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. We got big things coming, big things going. It's only going to get bigger from here. This is what we do.
That's right. That's right,
how we
Cravante.
roll.
That's right, Cravante. We're going to get some goofy music for you, Cravante. We're going to figure that out. But that's right. We're going to put those emojis in the chat. Put those sunglass emojis. Put those sports emojis. The basketballs, the footballs, the baseballs, whatever you got. Tennis balls, golf balls. Because we're getting ready to put the kids to bed, baby. D, let the people know how to keep up with you.
That's right.
And when will you be making your Flex Zone return? The people want to know, King D. The people want to know.
I will be making my Flex Zone return next week. Won't be this week because I got to get adjusted to this time difference. But check out Diaspora Network. We're going to be bringing the spring sports coming your way. Little cross, little baseball, and AAU basketball, Pro-Am basketball as well. Twitter, Diaspora Net. Instagram, Facebook, Diaspora Network. Check it all out.
Yes, hashtag the Flex Zone 1 if you want to donate.
Yes. Donate.
The FlexZone1 at gmail.com. And Cravante says D is Father Time. Shout out to D. The only place give me a sports, fellas, how you want it.
When you need it.
And I hope you enjoyed this video. Give them a salute, D. Make sure you like the video, share it at the Flex Zone 1 on all social media, the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place give me a sports, how you want it. We need it. I'm the host of the Moist, God's favorite host. We'll be back tomorrow night, 10 p.m. We got Brittany on for National Women's History Month. We'll be celebrating women all month, talking Ravens, talking NCAA, talking Tom Brady, and so much more. Make sure you join us. Like all our other videos, Cravante and Tristan did some Washington football team. Washington Commanders. Gotta get used to that. Talking about Carson Wentz, me and Dre did an NFL free agency recap. We'll probably do another one this coming week as the NFL free agency, the signing period officially opens. And breaking news, St. Patrick's Day Slam is Wednesday, Raj and D. I'll be live for AEW Dynamite watching that steel cage match, Dr. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, Wardlow and Scorpio Sky, baby. And I'll be watching right along with me. I'll be home, so tune in. We'll be doing a lot. And yeah, stay tuned. We got a lot more videos, a lot more content coming your way. We appreciate you guys. And for D, for Raj, we getting ready to get out of here, but we'll let the music keep going a little bit. But we gone.
We out of here. Peace.